Hello, thanks for watching this first weekly connect in December. I can't believe it's already December, but here we are. We're going to be continuing on our chronological study of God, and this month we are going to learn the truth about God, that God is infinite. So we know He's omnipotent, we know He's sovereign. We're moving on to that He's infinite, and we're going to do that in 1 Kings 18 and 19. We're going to be learning about Elijah on Mount Carmel and God's whisper. So we're going to be talking a lot about Elijah and how he was all kind of on his own at the beginning, and a lot of the people were following fake gods, and he was telling them, you can't follow God, the one true God, and still have these other gods too. Make your choice, pick what you're going to do. And he was gathering people and showing them the truth. So our game to get ready for the story is in your classroom you'll have two hula hoops, and you'll just line the kids up in two separate teams and have one person stand on one end of the room and with a hula hoop on, and then they race to the other end and come back and pick up the next person in their line. So then two of them are in the hula hoop racing to the wall and back. Then three, they're going to just repeat that. You can have them compete against each other. You can just see how many people they can get inside a hula hoop and move together. Even if you want to put them all inside the hula hoop and have them do little tasks around the room, or however they work together, you can do that too. Whatever works best for your classroom. I will probably just have them race back and forth in the hula hoop, but that's what's going to work for the class that I'm going to be teaching, which is 4th and 5th grade. So anyways, then you will go and transition into your story. And if you're the storyteller, again, I did it again. It's very, very, very long. There's so much information on Elijah and how, as a prophet, some of the kings were killing the prophets. They didn't want to hear about what the prophets were saying. They wanted to worship different false gods. And especially at this time when Elijah was around, people were following not only just the fake god of Baal, but they had other people that they would worship, or other false gods that they would worship as well. But the king what's his name? Ahab? I think, yep, King Ahab was following Baal, and a lot of the people who were following the king or had the king would also be thinking about the one true God and going back and forth, but still doing things to worship Baal and going back and forth. Anyways, God told Elijah, no more of this. You have these people have got to get off the fence. They're either with me or they're against me. And you need to let them know. And because of the way they've been acting, I'm going to cause a drought throughout the land. And then he caused this drought for 3+ years. And then God did something so miraculous. He decided to set up like this contest. People were still relying on Baal and still praying to him about having the rain come back to end the drought. And they were still concentrating on Baal rather than the one true God. And, which was so silly. It wasn't working, and they still were concentrating on him. Anyways, then God had Elijah set up kind of a contest with the false god of Baal between the one true God. And boy, does he show his power then in mighty, mighty ways. And then after that, he actually, Elijah goes up and God actually whispers to him. He hears a whisper. So it's a great story, great for the kids to have. So you'll relay that however it's best for you. A lot of it is scripture. A lot of it's just reading straight out of the Bible. So do that however that works for you if you're the storyteller. And then we will move on to back to our class. Well, you'll do your worship, your offering, your blessing. And then like always, you'll go back to your classroom. We have coloring sheets this week that I'm going to have my kids go ahead and color while we are doing the questions, the review questions for the game. So it's our new verse, which is Psalms 46:10, and we're just going to have the kids talk about that and read that. And then I kind of wrote up some information to help explain what that psalm means, and just the information on that so they can get that down, because that will be their memory verse for the entire month. The reason why I just did this coloring sheet and tried to make it this little simple is because we do have baptisms this week, and most campuses do have kids who are going to be going to be baptized. So generally what we do is we actually go downstairs and watch these baptisms, or maybe your campus director is going to have that available for you to live stream, and you can watch some baptisms in your room. Either way, you won't have a lot of time, so a coloring sheet is the perfect thing for that instance, because we at Thornton campus for sure will be going downstairs and watching those baptisms. So I think that's it. That's all I have. So next week we will move on and we will learn about Elisha and Naaman. So it's going to be pretty exciting, lots to do. So have a great Thanksgiving, happy planning, and thank you so much for watching this. I hope it helps you to get ready for your lesson this weekend. Thank you so much.